it's Regine Rousseau, and we are in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are here to experience the food, the wine, the shopping, and the people creating a vibe in this amazing city. You ready to check it out? Let's go. We are here with Terry Glomsky of Arizona Stronghold. Okay, you all know I'm so excited because I didn't realize that this is a Chicago guy. Chicago. So we've been having a good time catching up, and we realized that we live, 4 blocks from each other? I could have been drinking this wine all this time.
Well, 2 years ago I moved here, but yes, prior to that, 4 blocks.
4 blocks. Okay, so I'm serious about this. I am falling in love with Scottsdale. Before we get to the wine, how does it feel to move from beautiful Chicago, because I love Chicago too, to Scottsdale? What's been the best part of the move for you?
Without a doubt, the weather makes a difference, a big, big difference.
Yeah. So tell us where we are, because this space is beautiful. It feels comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like I can hang out on these couches you have and outside on the patio all day. Can I do that?
Yes. So
you hesitated.
We have a club like most wineries, and I think the record for this place has been one club member being here for 7 hours.
Oh wow! Okay.
Now
I'm gonna beat that record.
He had a lot of out-of-state relatives here with him, and they just enjoyed the day because it was beautiful. So yeah, you can hang out as long as you want. Okay,
and we are at Arizona Stronghold Vineyards. This is their tasting room in Scottsdale.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. We have this tasting room here, and this opened 1 year ago.
Okay.
And the other one is in Old Town Cottonwood, which is near Sedona, which is something that a lot of people know. And then our winery operations are also up near Sedona, meaning when I say winery operations, I mean the tanks and the making of the wine, all of that is done up there as well. Just to complete it, the actual vineyards, which you can see over there, that is our vineyard.
Okay.
Our biggest vineyard. That's way down southeast in the state.
How big is it?
That's 140 acres.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So, question for you. Why Arizona? Why did you decide to make wine here?
Okay, so I can give you the personal answer or the terroir answer.
Ooh, terroir.
Okay. Yeah, so
He
he
has no idea what I'm talking
about. The terroir answer is Arizona has a lot of climates, microclimates, that are very conducive to the growing of grapes. You have got to remember that Arizona is a very big state. All the western states are huge.
Right.
So, but the uniqueness about Arizona, yes.
Yes.
The uniqueness about Arizona is that it has incredibly varied climates. The reason is that there are areas that are pure desert, with low elevation, like Phoenix, and there are places way up north that are 12,000 feet above sea level, Mount Humphreys. In between, there are huge plains that are of the elevation. Elevation is important because it alleviates the high temperatures. There are elevations that between 4 and, let's say, 5,500 feet that are just perfect climates for grapes, as long as you have water. In the 80s and the 90s, there was some real concerted effort by professionals to start growing grapes here, but it really didn't take off until about 2000.
And, oh wow, and the way, pretty young winery, okay.
And the way I measure that is by the increase in the number of vineyards and wineries. There's over 100 wineries in the state now. There were probably 20 back in the year 2000.
Wow.
So it's really taken off. Okay, why do I mention that to answer your question? We're still in an experimental stage with respect to growing grape varieties here. We know grapes will grow.
Right.
The question is, given this terroir, what is best for Arizona? Okay, so this is what we know so far. On the white side, there's a grape called Malvasia Bianca, and that's let's just call it an Italian grape, and it's a very common grape in Italy. Everybody grows it, and it's good, but it's not considered a noble grape. It grows. It loves Arizona, and it's very floral, and it just comes across. It has high acid and it's floral. What else would you want from a white wine?
Not much
Okay,
else.
so
Yeah,
that's
pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the big whites. On the red side, I'd say Syrah is number one.
Okay.
And number two is Grenache. Now those are Southern Rhone grapes,
Yep.
and the climate there is pretty similar to here. So it's no surprise that it didn't take farmers long to figure out that those would grow well here. Okay, so you've got, and now we've also figured out Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, all the Bordeaux blends. They grow very well here in certain climates. We have a climate that is about 5 to 7 degrees cooler than the rest of that area down there. And that 5 to 7 degrees and just how it operates makes the Bordeaux grapes grow very well on our specific site.
Any surprises? Are there any grapes that you did not expect to do well in Arizona and it's thriving?
Malbec.
Malbec, okay.
Yeah,
well, but Bordeaux.
It's a Bordeaux.
yeah.
It is a Bordeaux grape. They don't really grow it there anymore.
Right.
It's all moved down to South America.
Yep.
But I say a surprise only because nobody's really tried it until the last few years.
Okay,
We
gotcha.
got our first 1 or 2 barrels off of our newly planted 3 years ago Malbec, and it is awesome. Awesome.
Now, is that available for sale?
It will be once we bottle it.
Okay.
This is the first crop.
right.
I should point out that we think it's so good that over here on the left you have these really fancy bottles. These are our premium wines.
Okay.
We are going to.
Which wines? I don't see anything.
Well, the point is that we are so fascinated with the Malbec that we are going to put it right into a premium bottle.
Awesome.
That's how confident we are.
Okay, so you have 2 tiers. You have your entry level. Is that
Yep.
what you call it?
Well, okay.
Okay. No, I'm asking. You correct me. So, what do you consider? Is that more affordable luxury? How do you classify?
I must say we've got to do a better job at branding description.
Okay.
Okay, so those are obviously premium, and
So
they're
this
the most
is premium,
expensive.
okay.
Yeah. But on this side, we have really 2 different types. One is what we sell wholesale
Okay.
into wine shops and grocery stores. We call that mainline. There's about 7 of those.
Okay.
The others are more exclusive small batch that we sell mostly to our club members. And only when the club members are satiated do we offer it, for example, here in the tasting room.
Gotcha.
But these don't show up wholesale in Total Wine or in Safeway grocery stores.
Okay.
So really it's the premiums and the main lines and then the club.
Okay.
So
So 3 ways to get hold of your wines. To get a stronghold of your wines.
yep.
Is that corny? Does that work? Okay. We're going to come here. We're going to taste the wines. You have several different tasting rooms. Can we go out and visit the winery? Do you have tours?
If you're a club member, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a production plant. And so it's got a lot of heavy equipment and
Okay.
a lot of people running around. So we actually have to close it down and we have events.
Okay.
Oh, we have awesome events
Yeah?
there with, for example, the one that people really love is called Build a Blend. And we have competition between club members, and we give them a bunch of stuff right out of the barrel, and they blend it.
Love it.
Like a Cabernet Franc and a Merlot. And they team up, and then they submit what they have made to the winemaker. And he goes off and he judges them. Then he comes back and we have a winner. And here's what's cool about it. We then make a barrel of that, and we put a special label on it with the names of the winners on the back of it.
I love it. Okay, so you heard it first. There's going to be a Regine cuvée coming up soon. All right, so if we want to check out your wines, we can stop by the tasting rooms, or we can become a member and you'll ship the wines to us, right?
Yes, or you can go to the grocery store, Total Wine, and buy it.
Okay.
Total Wine is like Binny's for Chicagoans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Terry, it was great talking to you.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
Cheers.
Cheers, salute.
Salute,
Nostrovia.
Chicago.
Mud in your eye.
Arizona.
What did we miss? Let's have a sip.
It's bad luck not to have a sip.